Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, in less than an hour, the Liberal government is going to force through a time allocation motion that severely limits debate on their hydro financing scheme. Borrowing scheme, really, is what it is. And when that happens, this legislature will have had about 7 hours of debate on this bill. 7 hours, Speaker, 7 hours for legislation that will impact people's lives for the next 30 years. It's ludicrous. Why does this Premier insist upon ramming this legislation through the House?
Mr. Speaker, I know that the Government House Leader is going to want to speak to the procedural mechanisms, but, Mr. Speaker, I want to just make it clear that what we are doing is working to help people in their lives, whether it is the Fair Hydro Plan, Mr. Speaker, or whether it's OHIP plus Pharmacare, which will give all children across the province from 0 to their 25th birthday free medication, Mr. Speaker. Those are initiatives that we believe are critical. It is outrageous to me, Mr. Speaker.
Finish, please.
Is actually very surprising that the NDP has indicated they will vote against both those measures, Mr. Speaker, and they would rather focus on procedural mechanisms and games, Mr. Speaker, than actually deal with the substance.
Supplementary.
Speaker, what is outrageous is the plan that the Liberals are trying to ram through this legislature that will cost people more money in a couple years' time when it comes to their electricity bills. Look, in addition to the limited debate that they're allowing here, they're also going to limit where the people of Ontario will have an opportunity to have their say. All of the public hearings that they've just had a change of heart on this morning are going to be happening here in Toronto. Well, why won't the people in London be able to have their say, Speaker, or the people in Windsor or in Ottawa or in Thunder Bay or anywhere else outside of Toronto, Speaker? Why will those Ontarians not have a chance to have their say on this legislation?
Thank you. Premier.
Government House Leader.
Government House Leader.
Well, Speaker, thank you very much. And I can tell you on this side of the House, we are extremely proud to bring forward Bill 132. That is going to provide for immediate relief for all Ontarians by cutting their hydro bills by 25%, Speaker. In fact, Speaker, the bill does not just stop there. For Ontarians who live in rural and northern communities, they will see a cut of 40 to 50% on their hydro rates. It is
Minister of Economic Development will come to order. Finish, please.
Speaker, it is beyond comprehension is why the NDP is against giving Ontarians a significant relief from their hydro bills. Speaker, NDP say that they haven't had enough time to debate this bill, yet they announced their opposition to this bill within the first hour of introduction of this bill. Clearly, their mind are made up. They don't want to help Ontarians.
Thank you. Final supplementary.
Speaker, what the NDP is against is giving the people of Ontario the shaft on their hydro bills. That's what this government is about to do. This morning we did call on this government to have a change of heart and to provide an opportunity for more public hearings. And of course, the Liberals said no, and then they had a sudden change of heart.
Minister of Municipal Affairs.
But not surprisingly, the government has decided to have all of the public hearings here in Toronto. That is not giving the people of Ontario a say, Speaker. That's giving some people an opportunity to have a say. So here we have an extremely important piece of legislation that's going to impact people's hydro bills in a very negative way in the short order.
Question.
And this government's not prepared to seek input from people across the province. Why?
Thank you.
Speaker, all the bluster we're seeing from NDP is because they really don't have a plan. What they put is an aspirational document that which someday, perhaps, maybe, if we're elected,
Finish, please.
Their plan is an aspirational plan. Our plan is a real plan that is going to result in real cuts in hydro rates for people of Ontario, Speaker. Speaker, the bill clearly says that the cut will come into place after 15 days from receiving Rawls' assent. Speaker, we don't want to delay people of Ontario getting a cut. Our government wants to have that 25 cut into place right away, while NDP just wants to debate the issue.
Thank you. New question, the Leader of the Third Party.
Thank you, Speaker. My next question is also for the Premier. In 2013, the Premier said this about her party's cancellation of the Oakville and Mississauga gas plants, and I quote, "I never said this wasn't a political decision. It was
Minister
a
of
political
Education.
decision." Will the Premier admit
Minister
right
of
now,
Community and Social,
so that her successor
Community
won't
Safety.
have to, that her hydro borrowing scheme is just a political decision designed to try
Minister
to help
of
the party
Agriculture.
hold on to power in the next election?
Thank you. Be seated.